Good morning, students. Class 11th, second chapter, relation and function. And this video is in continuation of last video. In last video, we were discussing the modulus function. So once again, what is the modulus function? A function f from R to R is said to be modulus function. Modulus function if f of x is defined as mod of x, or it is also read out as absolute x, and it is equals to mod of x is equals to plus of x if x is greater than 0, 0 if x is equals to 0, and minus x if x is less than 0. So modulus function fx is equals to mod of x if x is greater than 0, then plus of x is equals to 0, then 0, and x is less than 0, then mod x will be minus of x. Now first we will draw the graph of this function. So let x is equals to 0, mod of 0 is equals to 0. For x is equals to 1, mod of 1 is equals to 1. X is equals to 2, mod of 2 is equals to 2. X is equals to 3, mod of 3 is equals to 3. Similarly, for x is equals to minus 1, mod of minus 1. Mod of minus 1 is because minus 1 is less than 0, so it will be equals to minus of minus 1, so plus 1. That's why always mod of negative is positive. So mod of minus 2 is equals to plus of 2, mod of minus 3 is equals to plus 3, mod of minus 4 is equals to plus 4. Now if we plot the graph of these points, let us suppose these are the two mutually perpendicular lines intersecting each other at origin, then x this, y and y this. And on x-axis and y-axis, one unit is equals to 1. Then first, for x is equals to 0, y is also 0. For x is equals to 1, y is 1. X is equals to 2, y is equals to 2. X is equals to 3, y is equals to 3. Similarly, for x is equals to minus 1, y is equals to plus 1, x is equals to minus 2, plus 2, x is equals to minus 3, plus 3. If we join these points with freehand, then this will be mod of x is equals to minus of x, because here x is less than 0. Because x is less than 0, at the x is equals to 0, y is also 0. So this is the turning point, and this graph is mod of x is equals to plus of x if x is greater than 0. So this is the graph of modulus function. Now by simple observation, if we have to find the domain and range of this function, then see, the graph is attending all the values of x which lies on x-axis. Therefore, domain of mod of x is equals to set of real number, and range, the values of y is attending only on OY axis. So the range of modulus function is R positive, that is positive real number. So this was about the modulus function. Now next function is greatest integer function or floor function. So Next is greatest integer function. Greatest integer or floor function. FLOOR, floor function. A function f from R to R, set of real number to set of real number, f R to R, such that fx is defined as fx is equals to greatest integer of x. Greatest integer, this is read out as greatest integer of x, that is for the domain element x is written in square bracket, but we will not read out as square bracket. It is read out as greatest integer of x. Greatest integer of x. And greatest integer of x, whatever the value of x, this x will be set of real numbers. So whatever the x, this x will always attend after calculating this, whatever value if we put at the place of x, then greatest integer of x means whatever the value of x, this greatest integer of x will attain always lower complete integer. So for example, let y is equals to f of x is equals to defined as greatest integer of x, and for x is equals to 1. Now x is equals to 1, 1 is any integer, so y will be equals to greatest integer of 1, and the definition is greatest integer of 1 will attain always lower complete integer, because this 1 is itself integer, so its value will be equals to 1. Now if we take x is equals to 1.1, then 1.1 is any real number, so 1.1 greatest integer will be lower complete integer. Lower complete integer means, let us suppose this is your 0, then and it is 1, then 1.1 let us suppose here, then lower complete means nearest complete integer is 1, so the greatest integer of 1.1 will be 1. Similarly, let x is equals to 1.5, then 1.5, let us suppose this is 2, then 1.5 will be here. So in the left hand side, the lower complete integer will be equals to 1. Similarly, if let us suppose we have to find the greatest integer of 1.9, then 1.9 will be just before 2, but lower complete integer is 1. So 1.9 greatest integer will be 1. Similarly, some more example, let us suppose we have to find the greatest integer of 2, then integer will be itself 2 integer. Let x is equals to 2.1, then its greatest integer will be 2. Let x is equals to 2.5, then greatest integer will be 2. And let us suppose x is 2.9, then also lower integer will be 2. Similarly, for some negative values, let us suppose greatest integer is minus 1.5, then the lower complete integer of minus 1.5 will be equals to minus of 2. Similarly, let x is equals to minus 1.9, then it will be also minus 2. Greatest integer of minus 2 will be itself minus 2. Greatest integer of minus 1 will be equals to minus 1. And greatest integer of minus 2.5 will be equals to minus 3. So these are the some domain element, and for this domain the greatest integer will be this type. So if we have to plot the graph between these points, then these are the two mutually perpendicular lines intersecting each other at origin. Then this will be x, x days, y and y days. Now on plotting these points, let us suppose greatest integer of 0 if we have to find, then 0 will be 0. Then greatest integer of 0.1 will be equals to also 0. Greatest integer of 0.5 will be also equals to 0. So if we take x is equals to 0, then y will be also 0. Now if x is equals to your 0.1, x is equals to 0.1, then y will be also 0. Then x is equals to 0.5, then y will be also 0. And a 0.9, then y will be also 0. But the greatest integer of 1 is 1. So the graph will start from 0 until just before to 1. This graph will be break, and at x is equals to 1, the graph will be fluctuate because greatest integer of 1 will be 1. So the for x is equals to 1, this value will be 1. So from again graph will start from this point. Now for 1.1 will be also 1. So this graph will be parallel to x-axis. 1.5 is also 1. 1.9 is also 1. But at 2 again graph will be, because greatest integer of 2 is 2. So graph will fluctuate and the graph will be in this manner. So in negative direction also, let us suppose this is minus 1, minus 2. Then whatever the value of, if we are taking minus of 0.1, then also minus 1. So this graph will be in this way. So this graph is known as also step function or floor function. Now by simple observation of this graph, the domain of this greatest integer function, domain is set of real number and range will be only set of integers. So this was the greatest integer function, its graph and domain and range. Now next, smallest integer function or ceiling function, just opposite to greatest integer. That is also very important function. So next is smallest integer or ceiling function. Smallest integer or ceiling function. Its name is greatest integer or ceiling function. A function f from R to R such that it is defined as f of x is equals to smallest integer of x. This is the representation of smallest integer of x. Read out as smallest integer of x, and it attain always higher complete integer. So a function f from R to R such that it is defined fx बराबर smallest integer of x. This is the representation of this smallest integer, means lower sides of this square bracket are deducted. So this is the simple representation of smallest integer of x, and it is read out at smallest integer of x, and whatever the value of x from set of real number r, this r or x will attain always higher complete integer. So to plot the graph of this function, we will take some points. So let fx is equals to smallest integer of x, and it is equals to, for the domain element x, the range element is y. Then for the different values, if x is equals to 0, then y will be smallest integer of 0 will be always equals to 0. Then next, let 1.1, smallest integer of 0.1 will be equals to plus of 1. Then smallest integer of 0.5 will be also equals to plus 1. Smallest integer of 0.9 will be also plus 1. Then smallest integer of 1 will be equals to 1. Smallest integer of 1.5 will be equals to 2, because for 1.5, now we can take, let us suppose this is your real number line 0, then see 1 point, this is, let us suppose 1, this is 2, this is 3, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now see, for x is equals to minus 1.5 is here, then the smallest integer of 1.5 will be equals to attain always higher complete. So in right hand side, the nearest complete integer is 2. So smallest integer of 1.5 will be 2. Similarly, the smallest integer of 1.9 will be also equals to 2. Some more points. Let us suppose the smallest integer of 2 will be equals to 2. Smallest integer of 2.5 will be equals to 3. Smallest integer of 2.9 will be also equals to 3. Then smallest integer of 3 will be itself equals to 3. For some negative values, let us suppose if we have to find the smallest integer of any point like this between 0 to minus 1, then it will always equals to 0. So if x is minus 0.5, then its smallest integer will be 0. And if minus 1 smallest integer itself, then its value will be equals to minus 1. Let minus 1.5, then it will be equals to minus 1. So if we have to plot the graph while taking these values as the domain element, then these values will be its range. So let, if x is equals to 0, then its value is 0. And if x is 0.1, then y will be plus 1. So this graph will be in this way. At 1 it will again, then for 1.1 the smallest integer will be 2. So again this graph will in this way, then again in this way. So here see, the graph will be 0. So this will start for minus 1, 1, then minus 1.1 will be 0. So in this way we can draw the graph of this smallest integer function by simple observation. The domain of this function is set of real number, but range is set of integers. So this is the graph of a smallest integer function, domain, range, and its definition. Now the next function is next is fractional part function. Fractional part function. A function f from R to R is such that it is defined as f of x is equals to x minus greatest integer of x, then x minus greatest integer of x, then it is known as fractional part function. Fractional part function. Now we will first draw the graph and then we will observe the domain and range. So fractional part is x minus greatest integer of x. So we will take the some values. Let for the domain value of x, the range is y. Then y will be equals to x minus greatest integer of x. Let x is equals to 0, then y will be 0 minus greatest integer of 0. So 0 minus 0, it will be equals to 0. So for every set of integers, the y will be also its integer, but in between value, let us suppose if we take x is equals to 0.1, then 0.1 minus greatest integer of 0.1. So greatest integer of 0.1 will be 0.1 minus 0, so it will be equals to 0.1. For x is equals to 0.2, greatest integer of 2 minus 0.2, so it will be 0.2 and 0.2 greatest integer is 0, so 0.2 minus 0 will be 0.2. And for, let us suppose 0.5, so 0.5 minus 0.5, greatest integer will be 0.5 minus greatest integer of 0.5 is 0, so it will be 0.5. Now for some more values, let us suppose x is equals to minus x is equals to 2, then 2 minus greatest integer of 2 will be equals to 2 minus 2, that will be 0. Then for x is equals to 2.1, 2.1 minus 2.1 greatest integer, so it will be 2.1 minus of 2, that is equals to 0.1. For x is equals to 2.5, that is 2.5 minus 2.5 greatest integer. So 2.5 minus 2, that is 0.5. And similarly, we can take some more points. And if we plot the graph of these between these 2 points, then the graph will, this is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is minus 1, minus 2, and so on. So for 0, it is 0, then 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, 0.3. So the graph will be in this way. Again, for at 1, the graph will come to 0. So next, in this way, then from 2 is also in this way. So this is the, and for lower also this will be in this way. So this is the graph of this fractional part function. So it's now domain will be equals to set of real number, and range will be equals to the semi-closed interval of 0 to 1 open, that is 0 is included, so graph will be always 0 to open interval of 1, means just before to 1. So this one is about the fractional part function, its definition, domain, range and graph. So hope you like this video. In next video we will discuss some more functions. Thank you, love you.